Hey y'all. So I'm motivated to make this video because I recently watched the CoryxKenshin video with him talking about no limits. And what he means by that is people who try to stop you from reaching your utmost potential because of whatever, just setbacks, things like that. I wanted to give you my perspective based on different types of factors. This is this is gonna be a real video, okay? So, you guys know me as the person who plays retro games, always positive in my community, things like that. But it took time to get where I am, and what I mean by that is it goes all the way back to when I was a kid. Um, ooh, okay. When I was 7, I believe I was in first grade. When I was 7, I had a teacher, I forgot her name, but I had a teacher that was also a teacher for my mom. My mom had me when she was 17. Never graduated high school. She had to take care of me as well as holding down multiple jobs while my grandmother was working a full-time job working for the government. We all lived in one house. It was just me, her, and my grandma. You know, when it comes to this teacher, I will never forget, as a 7-year-old, this teacher telling me that I will be exactly like my mom. Now, at the time, I didn't know what it meant, so I never told my mom until I gotten older. But it took me some time to realize as I started to grow up that she meant, what she really meant was I wasn't going to turn out to be shit. I was going to be another teenage girl with a child without, creating a future for myself in a way. That's pretty much what she was saying when she said, "You're going to be just like your mom." I can see it now. You look exactly like her, and how things are going to go, you're going to be exactly like your mom in a negative way. So as I gotten older, I just kept in mind, this person told me I can't do this. I need to prove them wrong. Don't even know where this person is, but mentally, I have to prove that person wrong. And over time, I get told from different types of people in different situations that I cannot do something. I'm incapable of doing this because I'm a woman. I'm incapable of doing this because I'm a black person. I'm incapable of doing this because I live in the state of Georgia. I'm incapable of traveling because of X, Y, and Z. I'm incapable of doing this because I'm too young. I'm incapable of doing this because I'm getting older. This is only for younger people. I've been put in situations where I've been told no multiple times. Multiple times. You get told no so many times. How do you stay motivated? And to the person who may be watching this, who may not have family support, someone who's in your corner, pushing you, like, you got this, you can do this, and blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, you're incapable of doing this. Like, take the safe route. Where's your plan B? Where's your plan C? Things like that. I knew when I was young that I wanted to do stuff related to gaming. I knew when I was young I wanted to do stuff related to gaming. I didn't know what it was, but it took some time. It's as for anyone, like whether you're young, old, big, small, whatever. The biggest thing that's keeping you from getting where you need to be is you. Don't let anyone, I don't care if it's family, I don't care if it's someone that you've been best friends with since you were a child. I don't care who it is. If this is something that you want to do, genuinely, this is something that you've been dreaming about, that you want to do, go for it. Don't let anybody stop you from doing anything that you want to do. Because there's a difference between people who are very genuine and want to help you get where you need to be, or at least try to get where you're trying to be, versus another person who see, oh, well, I can't do it, so I know that you can't do it. Or, oh, that's going to be too difficult to do. Oh, you want to travel the whole world? How are you going to do that? Like, things like that. There's so many different factors that people try to implant into your head to deter you from the path that you want to go on. Now, granted, God does a lot of things for a reason, okay? God is so real to me, because there's been so many circumstances that he literally pulled me out of, or he literally put decisions in front of me to choose the path that I want to go. I remember when I graduated high school, my mom and my stepdad, they wanted me to pursue radiology. They wanted me to go into healthcare. Something I freaking despise. I don't want to go into healthcare. I don't have the stomach for it. I'm not passionate about that. I know there's a lot of parents out there that's like, oh, well, I want my kid to be successful, which is great, but why don't you understand more about what the child wants to do so they can become successful? Just my opinion. But I remember I wanted to go to Georgia Tech. And situations happened where I couldn't go to Georgia Tech at all. To this day, I still love Georgia Tech, but I ended up not going. And there's just been a lot of fallout with my family, to the point where they said, oh, well, you're going to go into radiology. In the meantime, you're going to find a part-time job such as crystals. Now, I cannot stand crystals. Crystals is disgusting. But I remember going in there, doing the personality test. And when the results came, a few minutes later, I get told that I can't get the job. I asked why, and they said, oh, well, you can only miss 2 questions, and you missed 3. And I'm like, well, my parents said I need to get a job. Like, at that point, my whole world was turned upside down, because it was like, dang, I can't even work at crystals. What kind of mess is that? But that just really opened up my eyes to decide, you know what? I know what they think is best for me, but God obviously did this for a reason. I could have got a job anywhere else. They picked crystals because it's by the house, and I couldn't even work there. So I go back home. I got into an argument. Now, granted, I'm a very respectful, very, very respectful child. I don't talk back to my parents, none of that. Like, my parents are black. Like, it don't roll that way. But I just remember that night just standing up for myself and just saying, you know what? I know the path that you guys believe that I should follow, but this is the path that I want to take. Like, granted, like, I couldn't go to Georgia Tech at that point. I mean, I could, but so many circumstances happened to where it was out the window. But I did what was best for me by going to Georgia. Like, I went to Fort Valley State with my best friend. I packed up all my stuff, got in the car, rode with her to Fort Valley State, got accepted, stayed there for about a couple years, and then transferred to Georgia State, moved downtown. Still was getting into it with my parents because they didn't agree with any of my decisions at all. Like, a lot of my family at the time They really didn't care for just all the stuff that was going on, but it really took me to keep going. It really took me to mentally and emotionally strengthen myself to get to where I am now. It wasn't until a month ago where my mom finally said that she's proud of me. That was a lot. To finally hear those words that she's proud of me. But internally, I had to tell myself that I am proud of myself to get where I am. I am proud of myself for accomplishing little goals, big goals, medium-sized goals, getting a townhouse, working 3 jobs while I was in college, like still playing video games along the way, just making the best out of each obstacle to get where I am. He said that he has family that's always supportive for him. Just family, just people around him that's supportive for him. And as someone like myself, and I'm pretty sure there's other people out there that has the complete opposite situation, may not have the best relationship with their family, may not have the best relationship with the people around them, may not have role models. I didn't have a role model. Like, my mom's not my role model. If anything, how she is and who she is currently and how she was back then was a motivation to be who I am today. To make sure that I prove that teacher wrong. To make sure I prove other people wrong. To make sure that I continue to make myself proud to be the person that I am, and to continue to stay motivated to reach higher heights than I am right now. Like, I could have never imagined just 5-10 years ago reaching where I am now. Never. For anyone out there who feel like they can't make it, feel like, dang, I don't have the support that I need, how am I going to do all of this? Who's in the darkest place and feel like they're nothing. That feel like they can't reach their most highest potential because they don't have people in their corner, or they don't have the money, or they have so many expenses, or they don't have a car, or they live in the hood, or they got so many different types of obstacles. You've come so far. You've dealt with so many obstacles, regardless if you have the support or not. There's people out there who love you. One of the biggest quotes that I will ever keep in my mind is, there's strangers that will love you more than family. There are friends that will love you better than blood. There are people out there who haven't discovered you yet. There are people out there who may fall in love with you, that will want to support you, that will want to help you, that will want to see you succeed. Don't let different things that happened in the past, don't let the lack of support from family be the reason for why you can't make something happen. Because at the end of the day, it's up to you to make it happen. It took me a while to get to the place that I'm in right now. But I want you to know that it's possible. It really is. It's possible. Before, I didn't have the money. I've had situations where my lights were cut off. Not here, but before, my lights were cut off. I didn't have the money. I had to ride buses to get to jobs. I had to ride trains to get to different jobs. There was situations where I had to pay loans out of pocket. I had to take breaks so I can afford school. I had to sell my PS3 to afford bills. It happens. Life happens for a reason. But don't let any of that shit stop you from getting where you need to be. Because you are capable of doing anything you want. are capable of doing so much. All those dreams and ideas that you have, go for it. All those things that you've been having in your mind that you've been wanting to implement for so long, do it. Do it. There is no set path to success. There is no set path to how to do things. As humans, we won the lottery. There's so many things that we can be able to accomplish within one day. There's 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. I don't care if you have jobs. I don't care if you have kids. There are streamers out there who have kids that's making money. And I want you to understand that you can accomplish any single thing that you want. The only thing that's holding you back is you. Don't let money hold you back. Don't let time hold you back. You have the potential to do any and everything that you want, regardless of the situation, regardless of the support. You got to find that fire in you to keep going. Once you find that fire, hold it. Speak positive energy in the mirror. Like, manifestation is real. Like, you got this. Okay? You do. You got this. You got this. There's literally no limits to what you can do and what you can accomplish. Will it take some time? Yes. Is this something that's going to be overnight? No, unless you post a TikTok that you've been working on and continue that consistency. And then one night, bam. So many other people discover who you are. Things like that happen in life for a reason. But it's really up to you to make it happen. Don't let nothing stop you. Don't let nobody stop you from getting where you need to be. Don't let nobody tell you what you can and cannot do. I hope this helps. Truly, I hope this helps. I hope this helps somebody. If there's anyone who needs motivation, send them this video. Someone who feel like they don't have anybody in their corner, send them this video. If no one has told you that they love you today, I love you. I love you so much. I don't know who you are, but just know that you're loved. Conquer today. Conquer your dreams. You got this. I love you, and I'll see you guys later.